I would say just go ahead and start it.
Okay, it is 7:30.
Okay.
Hit go live. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. I'm Lee with For Fun Golf TV. I am missing TK tonight, so we're just coming back off the Christmas break. TK and Morgan are taking a couple extra days in Kansas with TK's family, so they'll be back. We're expecting them Tuesday at some point. So Sunday night tonight, Monday night tomorrow night will just be me. Sandy is mic'd up. She's going to be off camera helping me with the chat and negotiating that. So work with us a little bit on that. It might take just a minute to get responses. We're going to be playing a cool course tonight. We're going to play these courses at one location back to back tonight and tomorrow night. Tonight is Whisper Rock Upper Course. It's in Scottsdale, Arizona. Beautiful place. I love the desert layout. Tonight we're doing the upper course. Tomorrow night we're going to do the lower course. So we're going to hit both locations for this resort on stream this week. So normal fairways, normal greens, calm wind. I did put stump 11. Since I'm putting for myself, that's what I putt in SGT Tour stuff all the time. So I did step it up to stump 11. I think we're at 2,400 feet of elevation, so it just adds a little bit of yardage to each shot. Not overwhelming, but it's a little bit something to consider into the calculation. So appreciate everybody being on. Let's see how it goes, and feel free to ask questions and see where the night takes us. Thank you.
There, much better.
All right. Hole number 1 at Whisper Rock Upper Course. Par 4, 407 yards. Let's take a look at it. We're just going to try to hit a fairway finder if we can and get out there. Sandy's working on getting the camera aligned just right. So if you see a little movement here for the first few minutes, that's what's going on with that.
Good.
In the fairway. Get us out there kind of our normal 250-ish range. I do have new 3-wood and 5-wood in the bag tonight. I got Callaway Rogue ST Max fairway woods. I'm gonna get a new driver here right after the first of the year. So probably gonna order it this week. Haven't 100% decided what I'm gonna get. I'm leaning towards the Callaway Rogue, the 2022 version, Max D driver, but I want to hit a couple of Ping drivers to make sure. I've used Ping drivers for so long. I've used Callaway in the past as well, but I've used Ping for so long. I just want to make sure that whatever I get feels right before I order online. So I plan on going maybe tomorrow and Tuesday and looking at some other drivers. So we got 147 to the pin. Pretty flat lie. I think we're just going to try to hit an 8-iron. See if we can get it there.
Mad Dog is asking, how do you find the fairway?
Mad Dog. What I do is I line up real close, and my feet not real wide. I close my eyes and I swing slowly, and that's when I'm hoping to try to find the fairway.
I wonder if he's talking about your...
No, honey. I said I was hitting a fairway finder.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't do it very often, though. All right. On the green. TK is going to be jealous that I'm not just leaving myself par putts from 35 feet, that I actually give myself a birdie putt. Seems like when he's here putting, all I give him is par putts. All right, 33-foot 5. We're going to be a little bit downhill. You can see it going from orange to green to blue there. A little bit downhill. I got right to left. I'll go about there, see what we can do. 33-foot 5. Settle down. I hit it way too hard.
Mad Dog said he doesn't hit the fairways much either.
It is hard to do, for sure.
DW asked, how was Salina?
Hey, we had a good time. I did not make it to the cozy inn, but a bunch of my brother-in-law and nephews went. My sister-in-law refused to let them do carry-out. She would not allow it in the house because of the smell of it. So, but they said it was good. But the place is absolutely packed, just crazy busy. They went, what was that, Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, Friday for lunch. All right, we got about 19 feet uphill, left to right.
DW said he can't blame Krista.
Bogey, dang it. That should have been a par. You guys getting weather in Topeka right now? Tim and Morgan are over, I think down around, gosh, what is it? South down 169 there, out of Overland Park. And they said it was snowing earlier.
Spring Hill area.
No, yeah, not quite that. Yeah, not quite that far, but yeah, down in there. All right, par 4 second, 340 yards, up 6. TK said he's going to be on the chat to interact. We'll see if he is able to jump on here.
DW said he's got some snow and frozen rain.
Sounds like Topeka. All right, 238 to our aim point. It's uphill into the fairway. I go to a conference, or I used to go to a conference every year in between Phoenix and Scottsdale, and played course just like this. Everything's beautiful green and then just desert. And it is so hard to hit the fairway on these. It's just ridiculous. Sometimes the fairway just disappears into the desert. Come on, sit down. Oh, come on. Runs all the way into the rough. I played a couple of SGT Web Plus Tour rounds today, and on the first one I got going and I noticed I wasn't getting any spin axis from my driver. Like everything was 0, and so I stopped using it immediately. And after the 9th hole, I used 3-wood the rest of the way. After the 9th hole, I shut down, went to the driving range, and I ended up having to move the tape up about a ½ an inch on my driver to get it to register. I've been using it in the same place ever since we got it back in basically in July, and all of a sudden it wouldn't read it. So I don't know what changed. I did notice I got a GS Pro update when I got back yesterday. So I don't know what changed, but it wanted the tape on my driver to be a little bit higher. 92 yards out of the rough. This is going to play about 100. I do have to take into account just a little bit the elevation. It's only 2,400, but it does maybe add 5 yards to everything. So I think I'm going to try to play this like it's 95. Everybody, I hope had a good Christmas. We had a great time out in Kansas. This is a phenomenal week for me. Off work all week, but so much football on. I absolutely love this week every year. Got a little right of target, but not bad. Take a look at our heat map. It's going to be going a touch downhill, right to left. I'm getting a slight delay in my button box. I'm not sure what that is, at least like when I hit heat map. 22 feet, downhill, right to left. Ah, and it runs through. Wow. I did not hit that very hard, and it ran forever. Six feet, slightly back uphill, left to right. We're just going just outside left.
Josh Holmes joined. He said he almost forgot y'all were back.
Oh, yeah, Josh. I'm back. So TK and Morgan are up in Kansas still visiting some of his family. They're coming back on Tuesday. So tonight and tomorrow night, you've got me. Sandy's mic'd up there off camera helping with the chat because when I'm by myself, it's impossible to keep up with chat. But we are here. I told in the intro we're doing Whisper Rock in Scottsdale, the upper course tonight, and we're going to do the lower course tomorrow night. Par 3, third, 178 yards, down 7. We're going to play this, let's say that's 165. It's going to play about 160, which is kind of between a 7 and a 6.
Josh says he leaves back out on the boat on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, back at it, huh? That's going to be cold out there on the boat this time of the year, man. I feel bad for you. In my younger days, right after I got out of the Army, I worked in a steel distribution facility in Manhattan, Kansas, and it was basically open air out in it, and I worked night shift, and it would be like, 10, 15 below at night with the wind howling, and we're still out there working, and it was tough. I'm going to try a 7-iron. I'm just not sure. I'm thinking with the elevation, I'm thinking this is going to play about a 160 shot. And I think I can do that with the 7-iron.
Josh said they're sending them to Corpus, so it's not going to be quite so cold.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I peeled that one off to the right a little bit. Yeah, Corpus will be a little bit nicer. It is hot in Austin. We've got the garage door open. I was sweating today when I was recording out here. What did it get up to today? Almost 80?
Almost 80.
Yeah, it was toasty around these parts.
But tomorrow's supposed to be high in the 40s.
Yeah, we drop off tomorrow like most of the country does with this cold front going through. I'm going to aim actually just a touch right. I tend to hit these left of the target line, and we've got a left to right green, 12 yards out of the sand. Hit that one left of the target line, just like I thought I would. All right, 4 par. 1 over on the third, putting for par from about 13.5 feet.
RD said late December, and it's still mid-70s in New Orleans.
Oh, nice, yeah. So we're kind of on the same band of temperatures here. Today was just hot, unusually hot.
Josh said highs in the 20s tomorrow.
Yikes. So this is downhill, right to left from 13.5 feet. Oh, he just didn't give it quite enough speed.
Yikes.
Bogey, moved to +2. 2 over, and we quite honestly should be even. I've had all the chances in the world.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you're out there watching, please like and follow. We appreciate that. Look for us out on all your other platforms. We've got a ton of on-demand content out there that you can subscribe to. Find us. We got a lot of content that we do that does not get streamed. It's all just recorded and posted. So there's stuff out there that you will not have seen otherwise. All right. Par 4, 353. It's kind of funny. I've gotten used. I've played so many courses with elevation recently that I'm immediately looking like, can I get near the green? And here I just kind of happen to play it straight up with what the distances are. I get a little bit of boost, but not much.
DW said he just got an 80K BTU kerosene heater for the shop. It helped with his
Oh,
golf
nice.
today.
I bet. Yeah, and I'm thinking about getting a mini split to cool it off.
TK is in the house. He said, get the green.
It's a pretty good drive there. I'm just trying to slow down and just make solid contact. I call it a fairway finder, and it seems to be working so far for me. All right, 101 yards.
DW said he's planning to get a mini split this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to get one. It was, I mean, we started doing this in July this year in the garage. There were some days it was like, it reminded me of my young days baling hay and going up in the barn and throwing bales in the top of a barn. It was hot in here.
RD,
All right.
RD said he got a quote for a mini split for $8,000, so he's just keeping his portable AC.
Yikes. Yeah. So my brother-in-law, we were just in Salina, Kansas. He just got he's got a massive, like, oversized 4 or 5 deep bay garage. It's huge. And he got a mini split put in out there for like a little over 5, I think it was. That's Salina, Kansas rates. I've been quoted, not quoted, I've talked to heating and air people here, and they said it's around $5,000 to get it done here as well. All right, we got 99 yards, 101 to the pin. I'm thinking I need to hit this like a 95-yard shot. Going to use the pitching wedge. So watching tons of NFL, even though my Chiefs are eliminated, it just lets me be kind of a fan of NFL and not have to worry about outcomes so much. So it's actually kind of enjoyable. I pulled that, I felt it. And I got a full 100 out of it when I was wanting 95.
DW said his main issue for the mini splits, he needs 220.
Oh, yeah, you got to get 220 rand? Yeah. So mine is going to work out to where I'm going to have it mounted. My main AC for the house is right there on the other side of the wall, so I should be good on available electric. I say that. They may have to run another line, but there's 220 there on the panel to get to it, I know. All right, we got right to left, left to right on the green. So I'm going to kind of leave that alone. And I'm going to do this thing where I put a 9-iron. What was that?
Said Big Toe, thanks for the follow.
Oh, yep, we appreciate all the follows. 13 yards here.
Josh is still trying to convince his wife he needs a shop.
That was a terrible, just ran it completely over the green. Yeah, so having an understanding wife goes a long ways in this sim golf stuff, I promise you. Yeah. So I was scared to death that I ran the first one over, that I did hit that one lighter and it barely got on the green. That's how my golf game works right there. So this is for bogey. TK, this kind of putts I give you.
RD is asking, what kind of hitting mat do you have?
RD, this is a 5x10. I always forget the name. Morgan always reminds me what it is, but it's off of a site called Golfer's Pick. Runs around between 400 and 450 bucks. It's very thick. It's got heavy pile. We do have it setting on a base of the 3/4 interlocking rubber gym mats, and then underneath it, to bring it up to height with everything else, because it's a little bit different thickness, I have another 3/8 inch thick gym mat, the interlocking gym mat, that sets underneath it as well. So it gives it a nice cushiony base. It definitely grabs the club if you hit a fat shot, but we've been playing on it in the same spot for 7 months now, or 6 months, whatever it's been, and you can't tell that we've hit a ball there. 25 feet, uphill, left to right.
Mortician Kentucky is asking what kind of projector you have.
Okay, so the projector we're using is a ViewSonic PS502X, which is a VGA projector, so it's native 720p. It does not do 1080p. We may upgrade at some point, but quite honestly, in the garage, the 720p on the screen looks pretty good anyhow after you hit a few thousand golf balls into your screen. But it's 4,000 lumens, so it's extremely bright. We bought it brand new off Amazon. There's also a PS502W. I think it just has a little bit different short throw ratio, but it's been very good so far. And for 450 bucks, if I need to upgrade it, you know, it's not that bad of an investment to get into it at least. 25 foot uphill, left to right. Double bogey. We ballooned to 4 over.
RD, who asked about the mat, is asking, does the gym mat help the mat from not moving on shots?
Yeah, so I hear that all the time. I don't ever see this mat move. Most of the time, so I have a way that I align my square, and I can leave it setting here, and I can go back into the alignment and check it, and it's almost always still aligned. So I hear guys say that. I think the size of the mat being 5 foot by 10 foot helps reduce that quite a bit. This thing, you roll it up and try to pick it up, I bet it weighs upwards of 70 pounds. It is heavy. All right.
Some odd fellow is asking how it's putting without TK.
Oh, well, you can see how the putting is. It's a struggle. So we're going to do the fly over here on the 5th.
He's struggling.
Yeah, my putting's a struggle too. TK actually, the last stream we had when he was here, he was lights out. I think we had 7 birdies, something like that.
It was 7.
And again, once he comes back, we're going to start working him in. Let him hit some balls and then kind of work him back into the stream and get him back to playing. Just want to make sure we don't rush it and hurt that rib again. But he's been cleared to start backup activities, so we're excited about that. Par 5, 5th, 533 yards. Just ribbons of green out in the desert here. If you haven't ever got to go play out in like Phoenix area, you got to do it. It is just such a cool experience. The way these courses are. So we're going to go on that line right there. And again, just trying to hit fairways. I hate to jinx it. My driver's feeling pretty good tonight. I always say I'm feeling my best with the driver when it feels like my left arm is doing all the work, that my right arm's just kind of holding the club in a position and my left arm is pulling it through. And that's the way it's felt so far tonight.
Josh said, nice shot.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. So we're 283 out. I don't think I can get there. I'm going to kind of aim up the right side. I am going to hit a 3-wood because I got this nice shiny new 3-wood and I want to hit it. So I bought the 3-wood and 5-wood off the Callaway pre-owned site. And quite honestly, they both just look like the wrappers have been taken off of it. They were both in basically exactly like new condition. I left it out to the right.
Josh said you got to show him how you hit like that on a sim. He hasn't been able to do that.
It's takes a lot of swings, at least for me. There's a number of keys that I try to pay attention to. So when I start really getting off with my swing, I will look and I realize that I've gotten way out of whack with my stance. I'm way too broad. Maybe my hands are turned over too much. I'm too strong on my grip. And so I just reduce everything, go back to the fundamentals until I get it back. And it usually takes a couple of rounds and then I'm good for maybe a month or maybe 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it is. But it comes and goes. You're just constantly chasing a golf swing, or at least I am.
He says he doesn't know if he's afraid to hit the ground or what, but it's horrible. It's probably the indoor swings.
Well, indoor swing, if you're doing it indoors, yeah, that's really tough. That's a real problem. It took us probably a month to get used to hitting indoors and taking a full swing. So I got 70 yards to my landing point here, out of the rough. I think I'm close enough to this tree that a sand wedge will be past it if I hit it. I think.
DW loves his Rogue ST Max driver.
Yeah, I'm really looking at one, or looking at that. I want to go hit a couple of drivers, like I said, just to make sure. But that's the one I'm looking at too. Oh, I chunked it. It ain't getting anywhere near it. So you talk about just slamming the club into the ground. That's exactly what I did right there. Unforced error. $29 yards.
Josh is asking if the place you got your driver from has a website.
Yeah, it's just Callaway pre-owned. I will say this, you go to Callaway pre-owned and they have a selection thing you can go through to choose exactly which one you want. You can also find them on eBay. They have a store, the same store, it's on eBay as well. I bought the 3-wood on Amazon through Callaway pre-owned because they're on Amazon as well. I bought the 5-wood off the eBay Callaway pre-owned store. And both showed average condition, and again, both look brand new. Now, I've seen some reviews of people like saying, hey, my like new driver looked terrible. That's not been my experience. I think in the past, years ago, I bought some stuff from Callaway pre-owned, and it's always really nice. They do a kind of a refurb on the clubs before you get them. Left to right, 10 feet downhill. This one's got quite a bit of movement to it. And I need this for par. Just missed it. Good grief. That was right on the front lip, ran past. So we go to +5.
DW said he got his from the Callaway's Amazon account, and
Yeah.
it still had plastic on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's their pre-owned. Well, they probably have a brand new store as well, but the Callaway pre-owned is what I've seen on Amazon. And it's weird because like they're the only major manufacturer that I find that has a pre-owned site. I look for TaylorMade, look for Ping. My other option that I'm looking at is a Ping G430. I'm just going to pay more money for it. But I've used, my last couple of drivers have been Pings. And I mean, this SF Tech has been good. It's just I know it's old enough that the technology would probably help me right now. Par 4-6, 432 yards. See if we can get something out in the fairway on this one. Got the Sunday night game on off screen there. Looks like San Francisco up on Chicago right now. I was excited today the TGL, Tiger Golf League, was back on. I watched part of it live and then had to do some stuff, and so I'm going to hopefully go back and watch the replay. Stop. Well, they always roll to the rough. They will not stop before the rough. I don't know where that tee went.
I don't know. I missed where it went. Josh said he watched the TGL, but he doesn't understand the hammer.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't know. It's you throw it, and if the other team accepts it and they make the putt, they get 2 points for the hole. If they miss, I think you get 2 points, and you win the hole, you get 2 points. I don't know. It's. I would rather they just played golf, but whatever. All right, we got 169 to the flag. Greens are the pins on the high portion of the green. 162 to our aim point out of the rough. That's going to play 190. I think it's about a 185 shot here with our elevation changes.
Josh agreed. He said, just keep it simple.
Yeah, that's me. When they first started, like the first the first time or two last year, they just tried so hard to make it so hyped up and everything. I didn't like it at all. Towards the end of the season, it got better. This year, it started off okay, I thought, but yeah, that challenge thing, hammer, whatever they call it, that's just weird. That may just be old man yelling at clouds. I'm not sure. Pretty good 5-iron, just turned out to be a little bit much.
RP Garmin is asking, what gaming PC did you need to run your simulator?
So I had a gaming PC that I built probably 8 years ago. And again, I'm running 1080p to my monitor, so that's all I'm really worried about there. I'm only running 720p out the projector, so that's not a big deal. But the gaming PC that I use is an 8-core AMD Ryzen processor. 8 years ago, it was like the biggest one they had. I don't even remember what type it is. I could look that up, of course, but I just haven't. I run an RTX 3070 video card, 64 gigs of RAM, and it does it with no problems in 1080p. Now, if you're chasing 4K, you've got to go to higher specs, but 4K was never something I was worried about.
Josh said he didn't watch the TGL last year because he just heard about it from us talking about it.
Oh,
Very good. And TK is asking who's your favorite child, himself included in that mix.
well, I'll do it like I have like with my granddaughters. I love all my kids equally, but I've only got, or all my grandkids, but I've only got one granddaughter, right? So amongst my kids, I love my kids. I've only got one daughter. 55.5 feet. Slightly uphill. This has got right to left early, left to right late. So we'll see what we can do. And it's still too much. I have struggled with pace tonight for sure. 4 par, 7 feet, slightly right to left, slightly uphill.
So TK, it sounds like that elevates you a little bit. You've got both the daughter and the granddaughter.
Hey, you're my favorite son-in-law. How's that? Oh, how did that not go right to left?
R Powers is asking, are you using a webcam for putting?
No, with the square, you don't have to do that. Square picks up putting just fine. Par 4 7, 384 yards. We're just going to aim out in the middle of that fairway. Finally cooling off a little bit in the garage. I can feel it. It has been hot today. Uh,
Chris said your garage must be massive.
So this bay is 20 by 20, and then there's a single car bay off to the side here. It's 20 by 20, and then it's got a deep part here that has like the hot water heater and refrigerator, deep freeze, all of that. That goes back about another 10, 12 feet to behind me to the right. The hitting area that you see with the green is 16 by 16, and then a 12 by 9 enclosure setting on it. The ceiling's the important part. It's 9'7".
TK says he loves you.
uh, all right, out of the sand. So fairway bunkers take off 10% roughly. That's kind of the rule for them. Greenside bunkers take out 20%.
RP Garmin's asking, is it a wireless feed to your projector?
Yeah, so I use an HDMI receiver and transmitter. So if you can see me here, this is the hitting area. The projector's right above my left hand here. The PC on a line is maybe 12 feet back behind me to the left of the hitting enclosure. So we run a wireless HDMI transmitter and receiver. Works flawlessly, almost basically no lag between them. I have had issues where we've gotten lag, and then just by resetting the power to both ends, it clears it right up and it works fine. All right, 140 yards to our aim point coming out of here. That's a 155, about a 150 shot with the elevation. So we're going to try a 7-iron out of the sand. And I hung it out to the right. Short right, weak. 20 yards. If you guys are ever interested in seeing like other views, because we use multiple cameras on our other stream, look for us on the Red and White Play Button platform as well. We've got we live stream there, and we've got a ton of content as well. You can see more of kind of the setup here. 21 yards, right to left lie. Out of this sand. Oh, and I just duffed it right into the sand in front of me. I thought I hit that plenty hard enough to get across that. And I think it GS Pro'd me and just dumped it there. My button box just disconnected.
Tim's asking, what course are we playing on tonight?
So this is Whisper Rock Upper Course in Scottsdale, Arizona. Tomorrow night, 7:30, we'll be right back, and we're going to play the lower course at Whisper Rock as well to show you both courses at it. All right, 13 yards out of the sand. And it didn't read.
Woohoo, lucky.
Yeah.
Maybe. There we go.
Got it.
Our Powers is asking, his son is left-handed and he's right-handed. What do you recommend for us to use reading the ball?
Oh, what do I recommend for them for a launch monitor? Yeah. Not anything ground-based, camera-based, because you're just going to be moving it back and forth, and I think it's going to be a hassle. So depending on your space, you could use a Doppler radar unit like a Garmin R10 or an MLM2 Pro from Rapsodo. If you have the space, they have to set like 8 feet behind you, have your hitting area, and 8 feet to the screen. So that's different, and they don't work great for putting indoors. But otherwise, you need to go with an overhead unit, and then you're just talking a different price point at that point. Now, you can do it with the camera-based units, but you are going to be moving it back and forth and realigning your unit every time, and I think I would get real tired of that.
Yeah, Josh Holmes says, definitely a hassle. We ended up having to go with an overhead. And TK's asking, is this the course we got from B?
Yeah, TK, these are the ones that Brian recommended for us. So this is left to right, right to left. I'm going to leave it straight because it's got so much back and forth. I don't know which way is going to be dominant. It is going to go downhill about half the way there. Yeah, this is going to cruise right past. I have done nothing with pace tonight. I have not figured that out at all. We're going to put up a big number on this one.
Our Powers is saying, yeah, he's seen the overheads were over $4,000 or more.
Say that again.
He said he's seen the overhead.
Yeah, about the bottom line of the overheads are going to be around $4,000.
Yeah. Josh Holmes says it only took one night of having to go left to right. And
yeah, exactly. All right, 16 feet, right to left, slightly uphill.
Oh, close.
Triple bogey. We are putting up a big score now, +9. It's weird because I've been pretty good, like tee to green, but my putting and chipping have just been atrocious. All right, 202 yards, down 6. So it's about 195 yard to the pin. High to low on the green.
Josh said his buddy that's left-handed is a little gun shy of the simulator after taking a ball to the face.
Yeah, we've been through all that, Josh. Absolutely. TK and I have taken some shots in here, and we've got all kinds of padding on everything, and there's still just once in a while a ball will get through and hit something solid.
Evan is asking, if you don't mind, what's the cost of your overall setup?
So no problem. I will say this, after the stream, jump out to our profile. We've got a pinned video where we walk through everything and what every piece costs and the total. Everything you see was $4,700. But what we didn't have to buy was the gaming PC. I already had that. So I think if you did this and a gaming PC to run it, I think you're looking at probably $6,000. All right, we're going to try for about a 180, 185 shot here with a 5-iron. And we hung it out to the right. Not hitting anything crisp tonight. All right, button box is back. That's a good sign. Right to left lie. I'm going to try. I want to hit this about 25, 26 yards roughly, I think. Oh, and I shot it straight right, but thankfully it didn't read it. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure I had it green like it was going to read it.
Evan said the RAM sticks are making the PCs expensive now.
Yeah, I saw that there was a bunch of stuff going on with RAM. So I'll try to nurse mine along as I can here. And mine, I say nurse it along. My PC has ran absolutely fine. I built this one myself. I've worked in IT my whole life, and not that I know that much about it, but hardware was kind of my thing, and so building PCs pretty easy for me. So I got right to left, slightly downhill from 11 feet.
TK's missing being here with you.
Ha, yeah, we need you here. Boy, this is an ugly front 9. Holy cow. Plus 10.
You need TK's putting.
Yeah, no kidding. The way you were putting last time, I miss you too. Par 5 ninth. Do the flyover. I think this was what, 550? Something like that. 534.
Our Powers is asking, what projector do you have?
Our powers, this is a ViewSonic PS502X, which is a VGA projector, meaning it's a native 720p, 4,000 lumen, short throw projector. Absolutely perfect for playing out here in the garage. I always tell people, so I get it. You hook up a 4K projector, put it on, screen. It looks amazing. After you hit a few thousand balls into one of these screens, I don't know it degrades the image that you get. So I don't know how good 4K is going to look compared to anything else after a while. But to each their own. If they want 4K, get 4K.
Josh is asking if Morgan and I ever play with you guys. And Josh, we play once in a while, but not as often as we probably should.
You'd be surprised how quickly running the stream and doing this becomes a job. I love it. I mean, we love playing the golf and doing all this, but we don't come out here anymore and do it just for fun. It's always for content when we're doing it, it seems like. So the girls have both played in real life and have played in the simulator, or at least hit balls in the simulator, but not as much as you would think.
And Josh, a lot of that has to do with I have 2 grandbabies, Morgan's 2 babies. They're
so they're chasing grandkids quite a bit.
22 months and 7 months, so they keep us pretty busy during the day.
All right, I'm just going to hit a 3-wood up here. I can't get to the green.
Darren's asking, what's the spotlight that you use?
Oh, that shot was so good, and it ended up in a bunker. That's just terrible. Spotlight that we use, I couldn't tell you the name of it. I know we've got a link to it in our profile. It's just a $22 pin light off of Amazon. We literally just found one. We thought, yeah, that looks like it would work, so let's get that one. And it's been great so far. It is wired. It runs to an electrical outlet up there in my ceiling. But nothing special to it at 22 bucks. If it doesn't last, we'll just get another one. But you can find it in our profile. We've got links to everything there. All right, I got 47 yards. I'm assuming this is considered a fairway bunker. I don't know. I got a big right to left lie.
DW said he was in IT for 30 years as well.
Nice. They're in Topeka, DW? If so, I bet we know some of the same people.
Yep.
Yeah, where did you work at? Let me get, so he's Stormont Vale, Security Benefit, the state,
Blue Cross
Blue Shield, Santa Fe, they used to have a big shop. Or for the school district, one of them. All right, 32 feet uphill. I did a decade at Payless in their corporate office, and I ran their data center I ran the distribution center IT for several years as well before I went to the state. 32 feet uphill, right to left. Stop.
DW said he worked for Payless, Santa Fe, the state, and now Blue Cross.
When were you at Payless, DW? I worked at Payless from 2000 to 2010.
Late 90s.
Oh, so right before I got there, yeah. And then I was at the state from 2010 until I left in 2019. All right. Par 4 10th. I didn't realize we just blew through the front 9 there.
Whoops.
So we're going to do, I like to do a cut scene here for the 9 so that when I go back and edit, I have some clean breaks here. So the front 9 managed to get a par there on the 9th. That's great. So we are at plus 10. Shot a 46 on the front. fine off the tee, horrendous chipping and putting. So hopefully we get that turned around. But we are playing the Whisper Rock Upper Course tonight outside of Scottsdale. Beautiful place. Love the desert courses. Going to be going to the lower course tomorrow night at 7:30 as well. So look for us there. But we'll kick off the back nine here in just a second. And I guess usually TK does this. So I guess I'll just do it. So we're going to start the back nine now. Back nine at the upper course, Whisper Rock. Trying to do better than a +10 that we did on the front nine. It'd be nice to turn that around and stay pretty much at 10 over, but we'll see what I can do. Hitting great off the tee. It's just everything else is a little loose. Chipping and putting is bad. So anyhow, appreciate you watching. We'll be going on to the back nine. Where were you at the state, DW? All right, 261 yards. This is a 427-yard par 4.
He was in labor at the state, or with labor at the state, and then he was at Payless for the OS2 to Windows 95 migration.
Nice. I did the 95 to 2000 and the 2000 to XP for him because I ran. I did all the desktops in the corporate office for years there before I went out to the distribution center.
Your brother Mitch is on. Said, hey
Mitch,
Happy
how we
New
doing?
Year.
What's that?
Said Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir. How you guys had a good Christmas?
DW said he's dating himself a little there.
Well, all those 95 machines were still running when I got there in 2000. So, all right, 175 yards. $169 to the front. We got a pretty flat lie. I'm going to hit a 6-iron. Think it's the club. And if I'd hit it online, it was the club.
DW said he was actually a contractor at Payless through AmeriCorps.
Okay. Yep. Right to left, 14 yards. We got a lot of right to left here. I'm going to do the putting thing with a 9-iron, but I've got to get it onto the green. It's got a big face right in front of me here. Yeah, I knew I was going to hit it past, but I was afraid of it coming right back to me. And my short chipping is so bad, I can't do that any other way. At least my short chipping's that bad right now. It'll come back to me at some point. So we're downhill. Right to left early, left to right down by the hole. So we're going to aim out left. 35 feet. Have we ever got the puzzle piece?
Just got it.
Okay. Settle down, settle down. Still hit it through. I've had zero ability to control pace tonight on these putts. 6'5", right to left, uphill. Got that one in for a bogey. Remember when I said I hope we could stay at 10 over for the back nine? Yeah, that's out the window.
We could get a birdie.
Par 3 11th, 157.
You might even want to do a lone birdie dance.
I told Sandy, if I get a birdie, we're not doing the birdie line. I don't want to do that by myself without TK here, but we'll see. At this point, if I were to get a birdie, I might dance. 157 to the pin. I'm going to aim right to the front. That's 150. I think I'm going to hit a 7-iron and just try not to smoke it.
Josh said, all we need is an eagle.
We do. We have not had an eagle on stream.
We came really close.
Oh, yeah, we've been close several times, but we've never actually pulled one off. Boy, I felt that I just cannot close the blade on these irons.
Juice Man is asking, what monitor are you using?
Launch monitor, Juice Man, that's the Square Golf launch monitor. All right to left lie. 28 yards, downhill lie. This is going to be tough to do anything with. I don't have a whole lot of green to work with, and I got a fairly significant downhill lie.
Juice Man is asking if you get ball data and club data.
Yeah, you don't get so you don't get club head speed with the Square. So you can see I got a club sticker on all my clubs. That gives me club data. Now it's all calculated to help make up the swing. So without, if I didn't run the club stickers, I would never get a spin axis. Everything would be 0. And so like on that last shot, I had a negative 21.8 spin axis. So it picked up that I was inside of it and put that left to right or right to left spin on it. So 11 yards out of the sand.
Juice Man said specifically he's wondering if you can get face angle and club path.
You get angle of attack and you get face to path, opener in. Angle of attack, you know, up, down, all of that. I was trying to think. So in game, the only club tiles I have up are over here, which are really about carry, distance, and speed. And I do have my spin axis when there. When I go to the driving range, I've got another set of like 6 or 8 other tiles over here that have all that stuff. There's like virtual launch angle. I draw a blank on all of them. But yeah, you get that kind of stuff with that. And we keep assuming maybe there'll be a firmware update at some point that adds club speed, but that's just guessing. So 23 feet, slightly uphill, left to right.
Juice Man said, very nice. Aw. That went out of your circle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He's thinking of getting the new SkyTrack.
Oh, the new SkyTrack that came out? Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tomas Garcia is asking, do you have how you built your sim on your page? He's finally convinced his wife to let me use a room.
Well, we have a video that goes through everything we bought and used. There are some videos back when we were building it that you can see if you go to our page. But, I mean, it's all just DIY simple stuff. The hitting mat is the big mat you see me standing on. It's 5x10. Everything else are foam insulation boards wrapped in turf. I mean, that's all they are. And then the enclosure was an all-in-one that we bought off Amazon, which is a Go Sports 12x9 enclosure. So you just basically follow the directions and put it together. So, but there is a video out there that covers everything we have. 5 foot. For another, oh, that's a double bogey. The numbers are really adding up now. Par 5, 12th. Do the flyover.
Hud Main is asking, what's the handicap?
My handicap? So I don't have a Gen handicap, like a real world handicap. I've never done that. My virtual handicap, based off playing in the SGT Tour events, is like 7, maybe a 7 even right now, or 7.1, something like that. All right, par 5, 12th. Let's see where we want to try to hit one here.
Brandon's on. He says, hey, hey.
Hey, Brandon. I question going for 2. I'm just going to say that, Brandon. I'm more than happy with my driver tonight. Oddly enough, it's the club I'm replacing this week.
Brandon said he questions the entire play calling today.
All right, 239 to the front of the green, up 6. We're going to see if we can get a 3-wood up there. That one about got me. I hit that thin. It hit the bottom of my enclosure, shot back straight over my forehead. It's a good thing I'm 6'2" and not 6'4", because I'd have taken that one right to the dome. But I've got cat-like reflexes even at 56, so I was able to avoid it. Didn't even get a laugh out of my wife there, I tell you what. But look at that, in the fairway. 53 yards. So I'm going to hit a lob wedge. Like to get this about 48, 49 yards, something like that. Yeah, that's short.
Brandon said you might need to play golf with the helmet on.
Yeah. So for anybody out there that doesn't have their own sim, it's a real thing. You better be ready to duck.
Josh said his buddy thought the same thing, but he's 5'10".
All right, this is pretty straight. There's a touch of left to right, so I aimed at the left side of the cup, uphill from 21 feet. And it went a ton left to right. I don't know. Got it in for par, though. That stopped the bogey train. All right, par 4 13th, 299 up 12.
Brandon, TK's still in Kansas City. That's why he's not putting tonight. I think he's still on the stream, though.
Yeah, TK and Morgan are coming back on Tuesday, I believe. They were going to come back tomorrow, but I think with the weather coming in and the high winds, they decided just to wait and do it on Tuesday. All right, we're going to try to go to the front of this green. We'll see.
The 19th hole, Clyde said he put a net across the bottom of the screen to help prevent bounce back.
Oh, yeah. That was probably the most violent bounce back I've gotten in a long time. I mean, I hit that 3-wood hard, but I hit it so low, it just, yeah, it shot back and just went straight over my head as I was ducking. Gonna get in that bunker. All right, we got 44 yards out of the bunker left to right. I haven't talked about it tonight, but I will be doing the hole-in-one challenge after I'm done with the 18. So we'll go to number 17 at Sawgrass, and I'll take 10 shots at it. The only other hole-in-one I made was while TK was out of town once as well. So I made the number 7 at Pebble Beach hole-in-one challenge while he was out of town. So not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it could happen. Pretty good shot out of the sand there. Slightly uphill, slightly left to right from 6 feet.
Ooh.
There's that birdie we've been looking for.
Do you want the birdie light?
No, I'm good. I'm good. It's been bad enough. We're not going to get cocky and start dancing because of one birdie.
I'm thinking that cold front has gotten to Texas.
Yeah, the wind's picked up and it's cooled off a little bit. Feels better in here now, finally, thankfully.
Brandon said, nice birdie.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So we got 147 down 5, so that's 142 with the elevation. That makes it about a 135 shot to the pin. I'm going to try to hit a 9-iron. See if I can get it there.
Vivan Buddy's asking how much your setup cost.
Just hit it straight up in the air. The setup, basically everything you see, about $4,700. We have a pinned video in our profile, if you go to it after the stream, where we go through everything we bought, how much it all costs, where we got it. I always remind people the thing I didn't have to buy was a gaming PC. I already had one. If you had to buy the gaming PC, figure you're in for closer to $6,000 probably. I'm gonna kind of put this up there with the 9-iron. Faster than I expected.
Brandon said it's nice to see someone can finally putt on this.
Oh, TK on to hear that?
If he is or not. He was earlier.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. My putting's been atrocious tonight. 9.5 feet, left to right, downhill.
He is still on.
Got it.
Good one. Good one. Josh said his son gets mad when he comes home and he takes his PC to the garage.
Yeah, I get that. So what I did do, I bought a mini PC that I put in my office, and I actually play games off of it. It was like I think $700 mini PC with a Ryzen processor and built-in graphics, and the other games I play, it does just fine with them. I also use it. I edit all our videos off of it. Everything we see out on the Red and White Play Button channel, I edit all that off that little mini PC, and it works just fine. All right, par 4 15th, 433 yards, 261 to our aim point, down 10 yards. Felt that in the impact. I had it open.
Brandon, you must have missed last Sunday's
What's that?
stream. TK was putting lights out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, last stream we had a week ago Sunday, we had like 7 birdies. I think TK was just on fire there. All right, 195 yards, long par 4. This stuff's going to take 20% off, in my experience. So this is about a 225 shot to get up to it. So I'm going to try my new 5-wood. Again, looking for reasons to hit it. Loving the new 5-wood.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, 4 birdie from 33.5. Left to right, downhill.
Josh said, nice shot.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Boy, that's got a ton of left to right in it. Settle down. Settle down. Stop. Now it's going to run out.
Oh.
All right. Uphill, slightly right to left. Five foot. In for par. On to the 16th. Looks like it's another par 5. Kick off that flyover. Ooh, uphill into the mountains, it looks like. Well, as I've been driving the ball tonight, I'm almost embarrassed at the score I've shot. My everything else, my irons, chipping, and putting have been bad. All right, 241 up 10. We're just going to aim for the opening on the green.
Franchise said, nice shot.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to try the 3-wood again, but we are definitely going to be ready to hit the ground if we need to. Get out and across the green. 220 carry, 260 almost total. All right. I'm not going to bother hiding objects there. That's and I just heard the button box disconnect again. Oh. All right, we're left to right. We're going to aim out left as well. Wow, look at that. Hard uphill, left to right. $13 feet.
Oops. Awfully fast for uphill.
What's that?
It was awfully fast.
Yeah, that's what I was thought too. I didn't say it, but for as much uphill as it had right off the start, it didn't appear to take any of it. Nine feet. I'm just going to put it out about there, slightly uphill from 9 feet.
Got it. Good job.
Got that one for par. All right, plus 12. Going to the 17th. Don't forget, after 18, we will reset. I'll do a closeout of 18, then we'll reset, and we'll go to number 17 at Sawgrass for our hole-in-one challenge. 383. Yeah, that pin or the aim point that they have looks absolutely fine. .383 down 12. Of course, it goes into the rough. $129 yards. $129 coming out of the rough. That's going to be about a 140 shot. So I'm going to hit an 8-iron. Chunked it. Ain't going nowhere. $17. We had a left to right lie, right to left on the green.
Oh.
All right, 22 feet. Right to left uphill. Boy, the wind is picking up here like crazy. We can hear it roaring outside now. I think the cold front that's hit up north is down here now. Uphill right to left for 22 feet. Another tough putt. Yeah. In for a bogey. All right, 18, par 4.
Brandon said they're expecting 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Coming off the lake. Brandon's up in Buffalo, New York. That's a kind of cold I don't even want to deal with. So DW is over in Topeka, where I lived for almost like 27 years or something. And we get like 1 week every year that it's literally like 20 below with the wind screaming. But we get that wind blowing all year long. So even when it sounds like 30 degrees out, that wind's blowing and it feels like it's 8 degrees outside. You just don't want to be out in that kind of stuff.
Josh said he hoped it was going to be warmer. Yeah.
Well, so down here in Texas, this cold front is basically tonight, tomorrow, and then it starts warming up again immediately.
Yep. Mid-70s by
At
Friday.
least in Austin.
Yeah.
All right, we need to find a fairway here. I hit right on top of it. Scared to death of going right. And we left ourselves a booger of a shot here.
Brandon said, and then it's going to snow with all that wind.
Oh, wow.
And the franchise says they're not going to warm up till April.
There are places that are like that for sure. All right, we got a left to right lie. I'm going to aim up to the left front of the green. And I'm going to hit a 3-wood.
Randy and Matt, thanks for the follow. Brandon said he's happy when it gets to 40 degrees.
Oh, I know. Trust me. In Topeka, I'd be out golfing. Me and a buddy of mine, we golf together all the time. We had a kind of a standing rule. If it was 40 degrees and the wind wasn't blowing, sun was out, we'd go play. And we would push that rule quite a bit to get to go play golf.
The franchise said 40s is shorts and a hoodie weather.
I know, right? Yeah. So I lived in South Carolina the past 4 years now here, and I will say quickly, the blood starts to thin real quick, because I was that way forever, where just a hoodie and shorts was good enough. And now, maybe it's just I'm getting older, that's not that much fun anymore. All right, we're going to go just outside left, 23 foot 8 inches uphill. And the uphill ate it up, but we got it in the circle for par. All right, that's 18. Oh, 18 holes there in the book at Whisper Rock Upper Course. Beautiful place. I absolutely loved it. The way I was driving the ball, I should have scored much better than I did. My chipping and putting was atrocious, but we're in at an 85, right? So average golfer, 85 is not a bad score by any means for me, but a ton of fun. Enjoyed the course. TK's out. He'll be back on coming back Tuesday, so he'll be back for the Friday night stream. Tomorrow night we're doing Whisper Rock Lower Course, the other half of this resort. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to play it and show, let you see both courses for it. But appreciate you watching. If you haven't yet, make sure you click follow. Find us over on the other platforms we stream on and have a ton of recorded video, and subscribe over there. We'd appreciate having you do that. I'm going to reset right now, and we're going to go to 17 at Sawgrass, where I'll take 10 shots at our hole-in-one challenge. So hold on for just a second. All right, for the hole-in-one challenge, we go to on-course practice. We go up, and we're going to choose good old DPC Sodgrass, which is Sawgrass, right? For holes, we're going to tell it we want the 17th. For our settings, we're going to use black tees, Friday pin, normal greens, 10 stemp, calm wind. That'll take us there, and that'll just load up number 17. And again, I'll take 10 shots at it. I'll show you the hole and kind of how it looks like it should work when we get here.
Brandon's asking, how many tornadoes / hurricanes have you been through?
So been through, I don't know how many. I grew up in southern Missouri too, which we right kind of on a line straight east of Tulsa. So we had tons of tornadoes growing up. Then living in Kansas is just kind of a fact of life. Like 5 o'clock in the afternoon from about May 1st till July 15th or something, you can almost expect a blow up and a potential tornado. The scariest thing I've been through was
The hurricane.
a year ago, September, 2 years ago, September. Wasn't it? Yeah,
1 year.
1 year ago, September. The hurricane that came up through South Carolina, Helene.
Helene that hit Asheville so
where
hard.
we lived on Lake Greenwood, it was the strongest hurricane ever recorded at that far inland, and it came straight up the lake, right over our neighborhood, right over our house. I literally watched look like tornadoes tearing up trees across the cove from me in my neighbor's yard. That lasts for like 8 hours. Tornadoes are like 30-second events and they're done. So I will take a tornado any day. The hurricanes, no, those suck. All right, here's 17. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over here and show it to you real quick. So 128.1 yards to that pin. That seawall takes about 121 to clear it going straight on. A little bit right, you're short. A little bit left, you may bounce on. Small backstop behind the green. If you get some spin on it, it does spin back, but not as much as maybe we had thought it would. But it's a tough pin location to get to. I think it's about 122 or 123 shot straight on to get to it. So to do that, I'm going to hit 9-iron. And I hit these off the deck. I don't use a tee. Probably should use a tee, but I don't.
Brandon said he'll stick with his snow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's 115. That's short. It's 134. That was long. See if I can get something in between here. That's a bullet.
The franchise said same. He'd stick with snow.
Yeah.
Brandon,
I tell you what, those hurricanes, we had a couple others that were tracking to hit us and ended up just missing one way or the other. But boy, Helene, that was a direct hit. And we had just driven down through Asheville the night before it hit. And that morning after it hit, all those highways that we'd came through in Asheville were gone. It just tore that part of the world up.
Brandon said it's just blizzards he worries about. You don't want to lose power during those events.
That needed about 1.5 yards to be really good. It landed right on the seawall. So that was that 4 or 5?
I think it was 4.
Okay, Sandy's saying 4. I lose track, so I'm going to say 4.
2 in the water and 2 on top.
Bad shot.
Franchise said you picked a tough pin placement.
I did. We talked about it because we didn't realize how tough the back right pin placement at number 7 at Pebble Beach was going to be to get to. So when we did this, we're like, okay, let's be smart about it. Let's pick a front pin location. And we thought the right one was easier. After doing this for a while, the back left, which is I think the Thursday pin, is the much easier one to get to. All right, number 6. Wow.
Pretty good line, though.
Yeah. it tonight a little bit. Some nights I will do this and you guys will watch and I can barely even hit the green. Number 7 at Pebble Beach was so much easier on your ego because even a bad shot was around it. Here, a bad shot's just in the water. That's a pretty good shot right there. Yeah. Just offline. All right, that was 8. No, that was 7. This is 8. 5, or no, that was 8. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That's going to be right. Number 9. Or that was 9.
No, that was 8.
No, that was 8. This is 9, yeah.
Mo says, "Hi guys, hope you're well."
Come on, be it.
Oh, oh my goodness.
It was 126. Like I said, I think the good number is 126 raw, which this is always the number I'm talking about when I'm looking for my raw carry. I keep saying I think it's 123, 124. That was 126, and it hit and hop past. I think a 123, 124 would hit and hop up to it. So, all right, number 10. Well, that was close.
Wayne is asking what club you're hitting.
I'm hitting an 8 now. I started out with a 9 for the first 5 shots, and just trying to take just that little bit off of a 9 is so difficult. It's easier to take it off of an 8 for me.
Thanks, Mo. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that one hit on the seawall. That was 10. So, no hole-in-ones tonight, but I did scare it. At least one really close one there and a couple that were in the neighborhood. So, wasn't a bad attempt for me at all. Again, do not practice that. We do not practice this. I do not practice this. And those 10 strokes, that's the only strokes you see that I get to take at this. So, probably if I took more strokes, we would be more likely to get it, but that's kind of defeating the purpose of the challenge. So appreciate you all being on watching. I love all the questions, the interaction all night. Thank you so much. Be back tomorrow night, 7:30 Central, exact same place. We're going to go to Whisper Rock lower course, the other half of the resort that we played tonight. Upper course tonight, lower course tomorrow night. TK will be back for the stream next Friday. I've got a course picked out for that. That'll be a ton of fun as well. We'll announce it tomorrow night. So for For Fun Golf TV, I am Lee. Thank you so much for watching.
See you soon, Will.